Hello, good afternoon, everyone. We are holding in very special days. We are entering this coming Friday and Shabbos. We are entering the month of Adar. And this year we have 2 months of Adar, so it's a double simcha. As we know, Mishenichnas Adar, when Adar comes in, we have to be in days of simcha. So the days of joys, the days of joy are days that we are entering very soon. Let's just learn a couple of words about this week's parsha, something short to live with for this coming Shabbos. And this is the beginning of this week's parsha. As the name of the parsha is called Parshat Terumah, and as literally the meaning of the word Terumah means donation. And in this parsha we're learning about Hashem is asking from Am Yisrael, from the Jews, whoever would like to donate towards building of a tabernacle, towards building of the Mishkan. But our rabbis in the Talmud teaches us that because it's written in the words of the verses, the beginning of this parsha, 3 times mentioned the idea of Terumah, of donation. It refers to 3 different donations the Jews have been asked. And what was these 3 donations for? One time the collected was for the building of the Mishkan. One time collection was for the sockets of the Mishkan. And the third collection was for the offerings. And as we know, the collection for the Mishkan was done once. The collection for the sockets of the Mishkan was done once. But the collection for the offerings was done every year. As we know, the law became that the first day of the month of Adar, this is the day that we have to raise the funds, the Machatzit shekel, it's known, for the offerings for the Mishkan and later for the Beit HaMikdash. So this is the idea. In this parsha we're learning about 3 different types of donations. In summary, again, donations towards the sockets, that means the foundation of the Mishkan, donations towards building the Mishkan, and donations towards the offerings for the altar on the Mishkan, in the Mishkan. This brings us to a beautiful lesson, that as we know, everything is related to us in a day-to-day life. And to us is the same thing when we are there to support and there to donate. There's usually 3 types of donations to give. One type of a donation is, and all 3 donations could be in the materialistic and then also in moral support and spiritual support. Donation number 1 is for the sockets and means for the foundation. This is when we need help to give to someone, we're going to give them the seed money. That's the money for the foundation of the building. And then there's donations that people give in order to actually build the building, like the donation for the building of the Mishkan. And then there's the donation that we give from the ongoing programs, for the ongoing expenses of the institution, of the Mikdash, of the synagogue, and so on. And this is what the Torah teaches us. Some people like to give only for the foundation, and it's a beautiful thing, meaning to say they like to be the seed money, those to give the first money in order to start building that synagogue. Some people don't like to be the first ones. They like to give not for the foundation, for the building itself. And some people like to give for the day-to-day expenses. And this is what the Torah teaches us. They're really to help an institution, to help a synagogue, and so on, should be in all 3 different types of donations. We have to help, yes, the beginning in order to give for the foundation, the first money in order to be able to make the foundation for the synagogue. And then we have to help for the building, but then we have to help also for the continuation, for the day-to-day expenses. And as we see something very interesting in this parsha, we're learning about the donations towards building the Mishkan. The other two types of donations, the donations for the sockets, means for the foundation. The donations towards the ongoing programs, that means for the offerings, it's not really mentioned in the Torah. We'll learn it from the extra times that's written in Terumah. But what the Torah writes about is about the actual building. And this is the way we are too. People usually like to give a nice big building. To be the first one to give for the foundation, we're having a hard time. We don't like to do that. Yes, when it's a big building, when the building can be named for different special names, when there's a lot of glory into it, we'd like to support. But if on the foundation, for the beginning, for the seed money, that's hard to give. And the same thing is, many people having a hard time to give for the day-to-day programs. For the building itself, this sounds good, sounds nice. As we see in the Torah itself, for the building of the Mishkan, that's open in the Torah. The Torah speaks about it in the details, what to give, and so on and so forth. But for the foundation, we don't see it in the Torah so much. For the offerings, we don't see it so much in the Torah. But this is what the Talmud teaches us. That look good in the Torah, when the Torah teaches you that you have to be involved in helping in all three levels. In the level of the foundation, as we said before, and for the building, and for the ongoing programs. The same thing is not only in the financial, it's also in the moral help. We have to be there for our friends, right for the beginning, for the foundation. We have to be there to build them, and we have to be there for them even after we build up that person. Even though we help him being on his own feet, we have to constantly give the support every day to be able to go on. Many people need our help to build themselves up, but many people need our help even in day-to-day life, when they're okay, when they're well. They need an extra good word, extra support to be able to go through the day. And that's the beauty of the third donation. The third donation is not just for the building, for the continuation of the programs of that building, for the offerings. And this is the moral help to go to Yidden, to go to Jews, to go to people, even though they're already built up, they're good, they're well, to give them the support every day to be able to continue. Let's all learn the lesson of this Parsha. Let's utilize it, and let's help each other. Good Shabbos.